Hello, everyone. Hospice Nurse Julie here. What day is today? What day is today? It's a Monday. It's a Monday. I am on YouTube live. It's my second time doing this. I'm just here to answer all of your questions. So, whoever starts coming on in, I will answer questions that will pop up on the chat. I'm going to do these periodically. I will also start kind of telling you when I'm going to do them, and they'll mostly just be Q&As. So as people are coming in, I'll just sort of talk about stuff that I feel like everyone should kind of know, and then I'll start looking at the chat box. So if you don't know who I am, I'm Hospice Nurse Julie. I'm not in my nursing attire, as you can tell. I had the day off. And I love to educate about hospice and palliative care and all things related to death and dying. I've been a nurse for almost 15 years. Most of those were in the ICU. And because of that, I have grown very passionate about educating about end of life. I feel like it's not done a lot in our healthcare system across the world, really. And I think we need to start really changing the way we look and talk about death and dying. So that is why I'm here. I'm seeing some people come in. Let me know where you're coming in from. Thank you, Blondie. Blondie says, your videos help me so much. I'm a caregiver for a bedridden elderly man. He's not dying right now, but still. Blondie, that is hard. That is tough. I'm going to keep seeing a few people are coming on in. Let me know if you have any questions. You just start saying stuff in the chat. Let me know where you're coming in from. I'm in California. If I don't start getting East Texas, awesome, Debbie. If I don't start getting a lot of people, I'm going to give it a few minutes, but if I don't start getting a lot of people, I'll probably just stop doing the live and just do it at a different time. It's kind of late. I just remembered it's 8 o'clock. Janine, I think it's Janine from Vegas. Welcome. Another Vegas. Wow. I'm in California. We have East Texas. Blondie, where are you from? Tennessee. Here we go. I love it. I kind of like when it's a small group. If anything pops up, if you guys have any questions, hello from Chicago. Anyone who's coming on, I'm Hospice Nurse Julie. Thank you, Debbie. I love educating about, giving death education, hospice education, specific disease education. I really like it. Carlsbad, New Mexico. Cool. That's great. So there's only 18 of you guys in here. I kind of love that because I can really answer questions. So if you don't have any questions, that's okay too. But if you have questions about any of my videos that you've seen, just let me know. I can, happy to try to answer specific questions. I am working on a book, FYI. It's probably not going to be out for another year or so, but I am working on a book with an agent, so that should be great. YouTube has been kind of like a new thing for me, but I like it. I like YouTube. It's great. TikTok is my main thing. I do TikTok and I do Instagram and Facebook and now YouTube. So let me know where you're coming in from. If you're here, let me know if you have any questions in the chat. Happy to answer. And I'll probably give it, let's see, it's been about 4 minutes. So it's funny because the last time I was on live, I had about 200 people in here, but it was during the day. So maybe during the day is better. Hi from Oregon. Blondie says, may I ask what I can do to help my patient with his depression? Being bedridden has been very hard for him. Oh, I struggle to help keep him in a good place. That is so hard, Blondie. Unfortunately, what I always say is just let the patient be your guide. I don't know how elderly this person is, how old he is, but I think they really think we lack connection, right? So any way we can get him connected to other people, Any way they can get him outside, I think can help. We also have to like, he's 75. It's not that old. Shoot, does he have family? Um, it's hard. It's not easy. I would say trying to get him outside, trying to get family and friends there to help just kind of reignite like that thing inside you that want to helps you keep going. Connection, connection, connection. But in general, we also have to respect where where our people are, right? We can't force them to do anything. So it is really hard. You have to do your best, but also he also has to want it, right? You can't want it for him. I keep saying him. I actually don't know if it's a him or not. I'm going to keep going on that, Blondie, in a second, but I'm going to answer a couple questions and go back. What inspired you to share your knowledge on social media? That's a great question. I had a few friends' parents die kind of right in a row. And as that was happening, I was sharing with them the stuff I already know, the stuff that I share in all my videos. And they were saying to me, man, you should really share this stuff. This is amazing. I didn't know this. So that kind of got me thinking. And then I visited my nieces who are like 11 and 12, and they were on TikTok. So then I got on TikTok as a joke, kind of to watch them and just be fun with them on TikTok. And then I got into TikTok, and then I started doing my own. And like 4 videos later, they took off. So that's how I got into it. Do hospitals use death doulas? I don't think so, not as of yet. But I bet they will hopefully start. I think they're needed. That's for sure. I was with my grandmother and mom when they died at home on hospice. When it's my turn to go, do you have any advice to have a good, peaceful death for a patient? Debbie, it's such a great question. I hope you're still here to listen to hear this. So my advice to anybody is like, Debbie, even you asking that question, you're already like a mile and a half ahead of most people. The fact that you're even like thinking of this, I think is a huge focus. The fact that you've witnessed other people die is amazing. That'll actually help you, I think, because the main thing I see helping people at the end of life is acceptance and the ability to talk about all the hard things that a lot of people don't want to talk about. Saying the hard things like, I don't want to die, or I'm afraid to die, or whatever it may be, right? Like even having those conversations, even if you don't come to a conclusion or you still feel the same way after you talk about it, it still helps. There's something about talking about it that helps with the acceptance around it, which makes things more smooth, if that makes sense. So that's my big piece of advice. Sim says, hello, thank you so much for what you do. I lost my mom about 5 years ago to pancreatic cancer and hospice. I managed to be there. She passed and went while we slept. Yeah, while we slept. Then you said, I woke to her looking at me, but she had passed on. I was so thankful for her hospice workers. They were so caring. Oh, I'm so glad that you had them with you and that you had your family with you. And just thank you for being there. I know it can be so hard. What seems to keep people here the most when it's really time for them to go and leave? The people or things they can't let go of? What comes up most? So what comes up most to me when I think about people who like kind of seem to be lingering around, or people who like choose to die alone after their family has been around like all day and all night, and then all of a sudden everyone leaves and then they die. I feel like I don't know if they really are lingering or their body, their body knows what to do, right? Their body's going to do what it's going to do. And all we have to do is be around for it and make sure they're clean, safe, and comfortable. So there's not always a rhyme or reason. I don't know if like everybody who lingers is really lingering for a reason. I don't know. Like sometimes I always say the things I always say. Are they waiting for anybody? Is there anybody that they need to make amends to, or someone needs to make amends to them? Like I always try to get all the things out in the open. And even then sometimes people say, no, there's nothing left, and then we just need to let the body do its thing. Right. Or sometimes there is, yes, he has a son. He's coming from wherever, Atlanta. he'll be here in a couple days. And sure enough, the son comes from Atlanta and the next day he dies, so stuff like that. So I don't know what it is, but a lot of times I think it's good to kind of get all the things out that we might need to get out and see if it makes a difference. And if it doesn't, I just think we just need to let the body do the body's thing. My husband has end-stage cirrhosis. At what point do we get hospice involved, Cindy? He can't get a transplant. I would say, excuse me. I would say talk to his doctors. I would say to anyone listening, I would say make sure you always talk to your doctors openly. If the doctors should be getting the conversation started, but if they're not, you get the conversation started. You can say, we don't want him to be on hospice. That's not what we want. But please let us know when you think it's time. And so they know that you're open to it, because hospice is a place for the living. Hospice is to help you live. It's not to help you. It is to help you die eventually, but our main focus is to help you live more comfortably. And if they've done everything possible to optimize his liver disease, maybe it is time for hospice, right? Because it doesn't mean, okay, give up, go ahead and die. That's not what that means. What it means is here's a group of people who are going to be fully focused on your comfort and your life so you can be at home. Now, if there's a bunch of things that need to be done in the hospital, different procedures, different tests, different things like that, then I wouldn't say hospice is the thing for him because he needs to still be going to the hospital. So that was a long-winded talk to your doctors about it. And just make sure they know that you're open to having the dialogue. I don't know why I keep yawning. I'm not tired. I'm just reading some of your questions. Yeah, Sherry says hospice is a part of life. Many come off hospice. That is true. Yeah, there's definitely specific diseases too that come on and come off hospice, like dementia, Alzheimer's dementia, Parkinson's, CHF, COPD, they come on and come off. Liver disease, you could go on hospice and then come off if you start to improve a bit. It can happen. Okay, so listen, it's been 12 minutes and there's only 46 people, which not that that's bad, but I feel like 8 o'clock might not be the time to do a live. Maybe, I don't know. But I'll do one. I'm off tomorrow, so maybe I'll do one tomorrow too. I know it is a little late. Any advice on sundowning? Ooh, agitated and very confused, and they can get combative. And my advice for sundowning is decrease stimulation. Stuff people already know. Decrease stimulation. And sometimes you have to just keep working on that medication until you find the right fit. It must be late, guys. I can't stop yawning. It's only 8:30 here. Okay. You guys, I'm going to do a live at a more decent hour. Maybe I'll get some more people. And what I'll try to do is schedule a live so then you guys know it's coming. And then I will record it and I'll post it too so you guys can watch it later. How about that? But this is good. This is fun. I like it. All right, you guys. Thanks for your questions. Sorry this was so short. They won't normally be this short. I normally do it for like half hour, 45 minutes. Okay, but we will talk again. I'll see you later. Thanks for watching. Bye.